Tonight I wanted to speak a little bit about a writer, a political activist, a gentleman who is very talented in many spheres. His personal number is 314, which is indicative of someone who's very, very creative. Now, if you notice, you'll see that the moon is almost exalted here, would be exalted here in Taurus. Mercury is exalted, Jupiter is exalted, and Saturn is exalted. Although Saturn is a little bit modified here because in the ninth divisional chart, or the Navamsa chart, it is debilitated, so it does lose some of its strength. All right, now there are some indications in this chart that he would have very good managerial skills. This is Mars and Jupiter together indicates a lot of abilities to be a very good manager. And he does have Mars, of course, is throwing its aspect on Saturn. Okay, and taking all those three planets together and throwing its aspect on the moon. Now, this would give someone who is very intuitive, very psychic personality. Now, you'll notice here that the moon is at 3 degrees and 29 minutes in Aries. Now, this is actually the in this what we call the second pada of the first nakshatra, Aswini, okay, which is a very it's actually the first nakshatra of all the nakshatras, okay, Aswini nakshatra. Now, one of the things you'll notice right away is that the moon is in the 12th position here to the ascendant. Okay, the moon is in Aries, the ascendant is Taurus. Again, remember, this is the Vedic system. Now, the moon is a significator for the mother, and also for the mind. All right. So therefore, there may be some difficulties. There were actually during the 80s, I believe he did lose his mother. The major moon period, of course, is 1986 to 1996. All right. So during this period, that he lost his mother. Now, because the moon is in the 12th position, there may be some difficulties from time to time. Because the 12th house is the house of loss, so it may indicate possibly some confusion or some inability to feel totally secure. All right, some psychological problems. All right, so the remedy for that, there are remedies for that. We'll go into that a little bit later. However, remember that Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn are all aspecting the moon, so that does give him that ability to be very psychic. All right. Now, he does quite a bit of writing, and that's because he does have Mercury and the Sun together in his second house, which is the house of speech. He also has Venus here, and whenever Venus or any planet is connected with an exalted planet, it also picks up some of the energy of that planet, although Venus is not considered exalted in this position. However, it will pick up that energy. Also, there may be some artistic abilities as well. All right. Now, he is presently in a Rahu period. All right, the Rahu period is an 18-year period. All right, from 2003 through 2021. Now, from the ascendant, Rahu is in the 8th house. All right, and it is not very well placed. It's actually in a very kind of debilitated position here. But now from the moon position, all right, because the moon is actually the first consideration, the ascendant is the second. All right, then from the moon position, Rahu would be in the ninth house. So therefore, there may be some in the course of the ninth house is the house of religion and spirit. All right. There may be some connection here or some interest in the occult, in different spiritual practices and things that are unseen, for example. All right. So this is one of the areas here that he may find a lot of interest in during this period. All right. Okay, now let's just look really quickly at his 12th divisional chart, okay, which is the in the area of health. All right, now the sun is exalted here. Saturn is in the third house here, and it is not in a very good position here. It's also aspecting Mercury, so this may cause some maybe some difficulties here from a neurological point of view. Maybe some difficulties here in the area of the of his throat. Yeah. Okay. So, and then also Saturn aspecting Jupiter. Okay, which could also cause some problems with internal organs, like I'm not I'm a little bit concerned about that. Mostly I'm concerned with Saturn aspecting Mercury, okay, in his daughter Samta chart, which could cause some neurological problems. All right, so there's a didn't want to mention one other thing, because I had the opportunity to do this gentleman's partner's chart. I did want to comment on that. Okay, remember I mentioned in other compatibility studies that in order for a relationship to work properly, the woman's moon should be in advance of the man's. And in her case, her moon is over here in Leo, in the Vedic system, and his moon is in Aries. So there's quite a bit of compatibility there. Both fiery people, very, very fiery, very capable people, and her moon is ahead of his, by 5. So there would be a lot of interaction there and compatibility on the basis of their children, or and children that they may share in their marriage. So these are some of the points that I wanted to bring out here. One of the things I might want to suggest to him is a remedy for him on Wednesday to do some meditation, because in his daughter Samta chart, Saturn is aspecting Mercury, and Mercury's day, of course, is Wednesday. So some meditation, possibly some yoga meditation on Wednesday. Okay, and he also does have K2 aspecting Mercury here. So this is could cause some difficulties for him in terms of feeling of creating a lot of stress for him. Okay, so that's all for now. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to drop me an email, and I will be speaking to you again. Thank you very much.